What's good, y'all? Today we got a package from blurguard, so we're gonna open this bad boy up. We're gonna throw it on our TPOB X clipper. Ain't nothing wrong with this clipper, but we're gonna go ahead and see what this blade's working like. It's supposed to open up from a 0 to a 2, so we're gonna go ahead and put that to the test and fade with it. So 0 to a 2 with one blade, that's pretty dope because you're switching guards constantly when you're doing a haircut. So we're gonna try this blurguard out and let you guys see it first, throw it onto the clipper, and then get to a haircut, show you how it comes out. Let's get to it.
Look, I just flipped the switch.
So like I said, huge shout out to blurguard for sending this to me. I'm gonna go ahead and open this package up, rip that out right there, and here is the actual, oh, we got a blur comb too, look at that. So there is a blur cutting comb. I'm gonna try that out too. I have not used this comb, but we're gonna go ahead and put that to work as well. But also inside we got the blur guard, and there it is right there, all nice and tidy. Looks like we got a little sticker in there too, but there it is, blur. I'm gonna open this up and let you guys see that as well. Get this plastic open, and it is all wrapped up nice and secure, so it don't got no chipping or anything like that. But yeah, I'm gonna take it out right here. And so what we're gonna do is just replace the stationary blade on the clipper. We're not gonna take the cutting blade off, just the stationary blade. But there is the blur guard there. Super dope. I'm gonna try this out here, like I said. But very shiny. You see, there's the blur logo right there, and as you can see how thick it is. 0 to a 2, so we're gonna try it out. Let's try it out here on this X clipper. So to get this done, all we're gonna do is take these 2 screws off here, take this stationary blade off. We're gonna leave the cutting blade, replace it with the blur guard blade, and put it right there, screw it back in. So that's all we're gonna do. So we are going to try to make it as flush as possible. So you can see there, it is hanging over a little bit. So we're going to try to adjust this here. You don't want to tighten your blade too much, so that way you can maneuver it a little bit and get it as close as you can. And once you get it to your desired gapping, go ahead and tighten it up back here. And once we tighten that up, we're going to go ahead and put it to use behind the chair. So there it is, blur guard blade on the X clipper. See there? So 0 to a 2. So we're gonna see what it's working like, so let's get to it. There it is. All right, y'all, so we got the blur guard or blur blade on here, as you can see there. And what we're going to do is going to be doing a 0 to a 2 on the top fade. Trying to get this focus here for y'all. There it is, blur guard blade. So we're gonna be doing a 0 on the side, like I said, 2 on the top, and I'm gonna do a 2 on the top with this. Well, it says it's supposed to be a 2, so I'm gonna do open, and we're gonna compare it to a actual 2 guard and see how they measure up together. So we're gonna do that right here on this side real quick. Then we're going to fade one side and then fade the other side after, and see what kind of outcome we get with this. So got it on, lever all the way open. We have the lever all the way open is a 2 guard, like I said. So I'm gonna go right here. The cool thing about this thing is that you can hear the hair being cut off. So I have the bevel of the blade flush, and we're going to go ahead and just kind of ride the hairline, the ridge, and not really dig in. And then so that's a 2 right there, and then this is going to be a 2 on this side. So I would say that this roughly right here is roughly about the same size. 2 guard is pretty similar to the actual the actual open. So that's about roughly the same size. The lever open with the blur blade is slightly shorter, but it's not going to play too much of a difference. So I'm running a 2 guard all the way around, and then we're going to go ahead and fade into the 2 with this right here. Next thing we're going to do is make our bald line. So lever close all the way. We're going to go ahead and make our bald line to start our fade. So to make your bald line, you want to make sure that you want to make sure that the lever or the blade is tilted more in rather than out, because the more you go out, the more longer the hairs are going to be. So till more shorter hair, till back more longer hair. Lever open. Close the lever, open it slightly, fade up. Open it slightly, fade up. I'm gonna go ahead and just clear everything underneath and fade into the lever close on the blur blade guard. Then we're gonna bald out underneath here where the shaver was, or where the trimmer was. Now I do see a little bit of a line right here, so I'm gonna try to like flick out using the like a sliding out technique just to soften that line up, kind of curving it, making a C shape with the blade, so that way we can get that knocked out. And it's coming out just how we would want it to. And then from that point, once we got that worked out, I'm gonna go ahead and open the lever all the way and start fading into the two on the top. A lot of this is just floating, fading with the blade, and just working your angles by tilting back and forth to make sure we get that fade the way we want it. So got a little bit of dark spots right here. What we're gonna do is tilt it a little bit, go against the grain, and just kind of make sure you have that flat on there so you can fade right into that two guard. Like I said, kind of just floating right off the ridge and making sure we get it blended. Kind of just detailing little areas that we see that are a little bit darker. And I think that'll do it right there for that. A little bit of area right here. And this area right here is a little bit darker. So what I'm gonna do is take a comb, kind of do some clip over comb, lever close, kind of just flatten it out right here. And it's cutting smooth. It's not pulling, it's not snagging. Good blade. Of course, we have the TBOB XO cutter blade on there, but the stationary blade is slicing against that. So I'm gonna go ahead and edge up the front right here, and then let you guys get an after view of what it looks like after we edge it up. So there's the final product right there. There's the fade 0 to a two guard on the top. Two guard, you see we did with the troll with the two guard. So the blur guard did a great job of getting from the 0 up to the 2. Also did a great job of I set it close enough to where we can transition from the trimmer to the actual lever close with the blur guard. So I think it did a really good job in blending with the 0 to the 2 the way it's supposed to blend. You know, it's pretty convenient to have just one guard to do a whole haircut. So I think this would be a great tool to use for like small tapers or, you know, bald fades like this where you have a 2 on the top or maybe 3, 0 on the side, and it's easy to fade into that like that. So really dope tool to use, something different. You know, will it stay behind my chair? Will it stay behind on my station? I'm not sure at this point. I'm gonna have to use it a lot more, maybe throughout the duration of this week and next week to see if it'll actually be a tool that I leave on one of my clippers, a blade that I leave on one of my clippers to use for those little things like I said. So if you are looking for something to knock out little tapers quick or bald fades quick, I suggest, you know, go try to cop this blur blade that they have brought out. It is convenient, you know, to be able to do a whole haircut with one blade and not have to transfer from guard to guard. So that is the huge plus side. The quality of the blade, it's a good blade, very high quality. I like the smooth finish that it has. I like how sharp the teeth are on the stationary blade. So these are just some of the things that I seen with the actual blur guard that I really do like. So there it is right there once again. So there is the blur blade on the TPOB X clipper. If you guys want to go get any TPOB products, you can go to thepissed-off-barber.com. Use code Jayblends to save yourself 15% off your purchase. I got the TPOB X clipper. I have an XO review coming soon, and also XO trimmer review coming soon. So y'all stay tuned to that. We got an X shaver that we have used today in the video that I will be doing a review on as well. So there is the X shaver single full, very powerful tool. Like I said, go use code Jayblends at thepissed-off-barber.com. Save yourself 15% off your purchase. But that'll do it for this video.